Congressman Louie Gohmert is a Republican representing the state of Texas, and he joins us tonight. Congressman, thanks for coming on.
Always good to be here.
So my understanding was, I know this is your view because I've heard you say it, but before any kind of immigration reform, comprehensive or otherwise, is done, we have to secure the border. That's not the position of the Republican leadership.
That, unfortunately, is not. It wasn't the prior leadership or the prior Republican leadership or even going back to President Bush.
So that says to me that the Republican leadership is actually not against increasing the number of illegal aliens in this country. Like, how could I conclude otherwise?
Well, I do think that President Bush wanted to secure the border. He did want a comprehensive plan. I don't think this has ever been mentioned before, but the Texas Republican delegation met with President Bush, and we complained, look, you know, we're your delegation, the largest Republican delegation in the country, and we're tired of carrying water unless the border gets secured. So he started having the Secretary of Homeland Security, or Karl Rove, come in. And Karl Rove didn't mind lots of people coming in, and he can bash those of us in the Freedom Caucuses if he wants to. But actually, President Bush was making progress in securing the border when he left office.
Okay,
but then the gate blew wide open when Obama came in.
Right now. And what I see is people spouting the same very tired, very old rhetoric about border security. All the measures being proposed could be instantly pulled back under a Democratic administration. So maybe there's a reason a border, at least along parts of along parts of the border.
Oh, yeah.
So well, what's the argument against it? I don't understand why that isn't happening now.
Well, it should be. We appropriated $1.6 billion to get it started in the House, and the Senate's had trouble getting there. But and I really appreciate Paul saying again this week to our conference, we're going to fund the wall. He told me again yesterday, we're going to fund the wall. We're going to get that done. We don't need one in Big Bend National Park. If you can get across the park with all the water it takes to get across, I want you in the military.
But why would the Speaker publicly say that he was for keeping DACA before building a border wall?
Well, because he has been before Trump ran for office, since Trump ran for office, and now that Donald Trump's president. So that's been part of the establishment agenda from day one.
Maybe you're absolutely right. It certainly has been.
Always been.
Maybe I'm misreading the election results, but it seems like of all the candidates, Trump was the one who was calling for serious border security, and he won. So maybe Republican voters want that.
Well, I mean, Ted Cruz was too, but I mean, in the general election, there was just one.
Right.
And that was Donald J. Trump, and he has stood by that and continues to push. But if we don't get the border secured, then and you and I have talked about it, but when I've spent so many nights down there on the Border Patrol makes clear, and I've seen it with my own eyes, when somebody in Washington says, let's talk about legalizing anybody, then there is a surge. And as you know, we've had a surge in the last couple of months.
We're having a surge right now, talking about amnesty.
Because we're talking about it. And Democrats love to talk about it because they think those are more Democrat voters coming in the game. But we have got to secure the border, and I refuse to talk about legalizing anybody until that border's secure. There are places we have got to have a wall, and we've got to secure it. And once that's done, then we'll talk.
You're a lonely voice, unfortunately, on the Hill for
that.
Well,
there's some other good people that feel that way. And in fact, Tucker, we were able to stop Bush from getting a comprehensive plan until the border secured. The border wasn't secured. And then Obama, with Boehner's help.
Yeah, well, you know, Republicans are in charge right now. And
he hired McCain's assistant. They did a bill, and we stopped that.
Yeah.
But the border's not
now
secure.
They're in charge, so it's time to produce like immediately.
We do.
Thank you, Congressman.